Welcome to the Pew and the Popcorn.
What up?
How we doing?
It's Thursday night. Do you know where your kids are? Do you remember that when we were kids? Bro, how about our parents? And this is not a knock on any of our parents, because there's my mom right there. But parents when we were kids were so bad that they had to make a commercial that went, "It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your kids are? No, because they were at house playing penny ante poker and all kinds of other crazy
And now
stuff.
we have cars that warn us to make sure your kid's not in the back seat when you leave.
Correct.
Yeah, did you check your back seat? Like, what is going on?
Well,
Well,
sometimes.
here we are. Episode 32.
3, 2.
Did you ever think we'd make it this far?
Sure.
You didn't, did you?
No.
No.
Thought maybe we'd figure out something else that was next.
What else could there be? I know. We could become puppeteers.
Oh,
Traveling puppeteers.
all right.
Traveling puppeteers. Is that going to be also with the felt board?
Yeah. We'll bring back our time when we were kids
Oh my
in
gosh, the
children's
felt
church.
board.
Oh, you know what else we could do? We could
What's
be
up?
mimes. No, both of us like to talk way too
That's
much.
true.
That ain't gonna work
Couldn't
for
be
us.
a mime.
Yeah,
No,
couldn't do
we
it.
couldn't.
Couldn't do it, bro. I saw something, and I'm sure it was satirical. That means funny and not true.
Satire.
Yeah, satire. It was a satirical thing, but I can see it happening, especially in Florida. But this guy said, I went to Taco Bell the other night and got some tacos, and as I was ordering, this guy came in and tried to pick a fight with me. And before I could even say a word, the Taco Bell employee jumped over the counter and punched him in the face, and then looked at me and said, "This Taco Bell, we don't play around." And he's like, I just kind of stood there like, what in the heck just happened? And I'm like, that must have happened in Florida, because that sounds like something that would have happened in Florida. Can you imagine? It's like 2 a.m. and you're ordering tacos, and some random guy comes to fight you, and the Taco Bell employee jumps over the counter and fights him. And then after he's done, he just looks at you and says, "This Taco Bell, we don't play around." What is happening right now?
Okay. Well,
That would have been hilarious.
Kimber Grace, what is up?
What's up, homie?
The Kimber Grace shop.
Hey, I got to tell you a funny story about Kimber Grace
Okay,
and
here we go.
Crafty Laffy, which is supposed to be Crafty Lady, but my mom fat-fingered the F instead of a D because they're right next to each other. My mom texted me the other day, and she says, "Hey, I want to make a couple of geese." I guess there's like this new fad is like geese. I don't know. I love her. I just don't know what she wants geese for. So she was like, "Hey, the normal person who would print them for me isn't available. Do you think that..."
What's up, Scott?
What's up, Scotty? She says, "Do you think that the guy on your podcast could print them for me?" And so I text her back and said, "The guy on the podcast is Barry, whom you've known for almost 40 years. And she's like, "Oh, I had no idea." So, hey, Crafty Lady and Kimber Grace meet each other.
No, say what it is.
Crafty
Crafty Laffy.
Yeah, you gotta call it.
07.
Yep,
That kind of
Barry,
rhymes. She
me-
might have done that on purpose. It
Send
almost
pics
rhymes.
and I'll do it, Mom.
that's what I told her.
There we go.
But
See?
she's like, "I didn't know Kimber Grace was Barry." And well, now you do. Meet Barry that you've known
There we
for
go.
38 years.
But any of your 3D printing objects,
yeah, make
any
sure
needs,
you check out Kimber Grace. Show.
any shirts, any things that you may need, go to Kimber Grace shop.
Yep. Okay, Mom. Why is it like it's showing that her comments
What's up?
are hidden? You see it has like a...
Oh,
What is that? I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe
Mhm.
she's like shadow banned and we're the only ones that can see her.
That's interesting. I'm not quite sure.
That's all right. Well, that made it very weird because then some random person literally said, "I love you, Mom," and she didn't say nothing.
That's so funny.
They're both on Twitch. Kimber Grace, can you see her text?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, if you're going to talk, AJ,
You need to be on the screen.
be on the screen.
What is happening right now?
Sick of this. Hey, there he is.
What's up? You got any craziness for us
Come
tonight
on.
while I'm figuring out why my mom is shadow banned?
Well,
I am crafty.
I do have some news.
All right,
I
what's
do
the
have
news?
some news.
Remember, this is a Christian podcast.
This is a Christian podcast, so I can't really tell the fans how I feel about the city of Philadelphia.
You can, just not with
But,
colorful explicitives.
But personally, your city can burn. I will say, hockey is a sore subject for me right now. Philadelphia, you won.
Freaking Flyers.
Barely.
Ugh.
We still have 3 cups, and you haven't tasted a cup since 1975. So unless you're 51 years or older watching this podcast, you've never watched your team lift the cup, and I could care less how you feel about it.
Do you know what you sound like right now?
What?
An Alabama fan.
That's fine. Don't care.
Ouch.
But did you know on March 24th, some people in Philadelphia decided to do a world record of how long they could make a cheesesteak in the Philadelphia airport.
And?
They assembled 1,291 cheesesteaks end to end through 2 terminals to make an over 1,000-foot long line of meat. So nothing says annoyance more than a bunch of TSA agents who can't pay their rent because they're still not getting paid than a bunch of Philadelphia people putting some room temperature meat and cheese together through the airport to annoy everybody.
That's some big honking meat.
Oh, Lord. All right, so I figured out what that meant really quickly. It means that she has whispers and private messages turned off, so nobody can whisper to my mom on Twitch.
A whisper?
You better not be whispering.
Whisper.
Hey, Mom.
Hi. How are you?
Secret nothing.
So we had the draft last week.
Yeah, we did.
And bro, have you seen...
all the drama with that junk, dude? That's crazy.
Yeah,
what a great city to host the draft, too, as well. I'd like to speak of how beautiful the city of Pittsburgh was and how much better they hosted than Philadelphia could ever imagine doing it.
Were you telling me that it was like some crazy amount of people in like 2 or 3 days?
It's 802,000. They broke the record for draft attendance. 802,000 in that town. And the reports from my sister is traffic was not as bad as they imagined because the news worked by warning everybody to stay home, work remotely, and not go out in traffic.
Dude, that's nuts. That's crazy.
Is he over there with you?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, let's put him on camera. You do it this time.
Hey. Okay.
AJ, can you...
AJ. What's up, buddy? Hi.
Yeah, Barry's a Pittsburgh fan, too.
What are you doing, buddy? Hey, you want to get your debut? Hey, this is Hagrid, y'all. It's Hagrid.
It's Hagrid again. Hi. He is now, well, he's probably 9 pounds now. Yeah. Last Thursday, he was just under.
Let's cover his goods.
Yeah, let's cover that up. But this is Hagrid. Tomorrow, he'll be 14 weeks. He's doing good, getting big.
Right,
hey, can you call Hagrid there?
That's so funny. Hagrid's just hanging out.
All right. Yeah, Barry, I forget Barry's a Pittsburgh 100%. Fan. Yeah, he's a Penguins fan. I remember as a kid, he used to love Mario Lemieux and Jaromir Jagr. We talked about last week. So did you see what?
After a year-long investigation, justice has finally been served in a bizarre California case.
Okay.
4 individuals were charged with a scheme where one of them would dress in a bear suit to maul the interior of their luxury cars, including a Rolls-Royce, to claim insurance money.
Okay.
They were caught when investigators noticed the bear in the video had suspiciously human-looking zippers.
Hold on. Aren't all zippers human-looking? I'm confused.
That reminds me, in high school, they used to have how they put the lunch menu up.
Yeah.
They would put soup in a bowl, is how they would write soup in a bowl. And I came up and asked them, as opposed to what?
Yeah, in a cup.
In a cup?
Soup on a plate?
Yeah.
Soup on a tray?
You know, in the military, we used to call someone that was all jacked up a soup sandwich. You can imagine how messy that is. So, yeah, you would say, man, you are a soup sandwich.
Brother, you sloppy.
Or tore up from the floor up.
Let's
flow up from the flow up.
Yeah, that's what we would
Let's take a poll. Matt, what's your favorite soup?
Oh.
My favorite soup?
Favorite soup. Everything's on the table. No pun intended.
Oh, my gosh. I'm kind of I like a loaded cheesy tater soup.
All right. Jeremy?
I'm a simple guy. I'm chicken noodle.
All right, that's very vanilla of you.
However, hold on. I like it with a twist, and my wife makes it every time that we have grilled cheese sandwiches and soup. I like chicken noodle with one can of chicken and stars mixed into it.
Oh, you got to get the chicken and stars.
Yeah, it's good. How about you?
Italian wedding.
Okay.
Italian wedding soup.
Okay, now we all know. Ramen.
Ramen, yeah, that's where it's at. Cup o' noodles.
Cup o' noodles.
Broccoli and cheese. Okay.
Broccoli and cheese.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have a friend, longtime friend of ours. We used to go to church together. He's Italian and he likes to cook. He makes a meal called cheesy potatoes, which is one of my That was one of my fat guy meals when I was a fat guy. But
Was it that loud?
Yeah.
Was it really? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was like, what's just happened?
This noise brought to you by Zephyr Hills.
Sponsor us. Brought to you by
That's it.
Zephyr Hills. Anyways, so he used to make a really good meal. It was a matzo ball soup, but it was chicken noodle matzo ball,
Interesting.
which was really good. It was one of my favorite things. I like to go to Panera and get the bread bowl with chicken noodle in it. I love
Okay.
chicken noodle and bread bowl. I like a good chowder too, clam chowder.
Oh, dude. Good
okay.
chowder's good.
Or a gumbo, like seafood gumbo.
Yep.
Is a gumbo a soup?
I mean, it's soup.
It's got broth-ish.
Is a chili a soup?
It's soup adjacent.
Okay. It's a distant cousin.
Yeah, I don't think that
Kissing cousins.
chili is not a soup. It is a chili.
Would it
No,
be-
chili's not a soup.
Yeah, it's chili.
I put it with like a stew. It's like more of a stew, right?
The way
Did you-
Shara's chili is more
Did you-
like a
you
stew.
could call it a
Thick.
stew,
It's got-
right?
It's like a thick base.
Yeah, we don't put any, like she started because I like it a little more runny. She started to put a can of tomato paste, but typically hers is just the meat and beans. She puts 2 types of beans.
Okay, all right. Now, since we're talking about all this
Beans
stuff,
go in chili.
but what?
Yeah.
But what kind of beans are we talking about? We
All
talking
Chili
about
beans.
Shara, you're gonna have
kidney
to,
beans?
yeah, red,
Yeah.
dark, and light kidney.
No,
beans.
dude. You
Unless
gotta
you're doing like a white
pinto
chicken bean
beans,
chili.
dude.
Dude, we don't
okay.
put
pinto
pinto
beans.
beans.
I'll respect the pintos.
I don't
but
like kidney beans, man. I've never been a big fan of kidney beans.
She puts light and dark kidney beans, so the dark red and the light red.
Okay.
We put corn in it, which is good.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's pretty good, sweet corn. And then we use turkey because we don't eat red meat. Shara can't eat red meat, so we replaced all of our hamburger meat with turkey, ground turkey, which is what was in the roll-ups we had.
Which was
tonight.
good, by the way.
Yeah, those were super
Great.
good. It's one of my favorite meals.
What about cookies? Favorite cookie, Matt? Go.
Oh, peanut butter chocolate chip. Hands
Oh
down.
my gosh! Yes, high five. Peanut butter and chocolate chip are my favorite.
Hands down.
All right.
What's
Yep.
yours?
Snickerdoodle.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I knew that.
That's
There is no
that's-
other cookie.
Don't we make those for
Yeah.
you?
That's a
every
white
year for
boy
your birthday?
cookie.
Yeah.
Snickerdoodle is a white boy cookie.
All right, let's do ice cream. What's your favorite ice
Oh,
cream?
get out of here.
Man, that's a tough one. Like Oreo, the what's the cookies and cream
Yep.
kinda, or like
Okay.
something like that.
Peanut butter,
Put it all the way.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your favorite?
Mint
ice cream?
chocolate chip, dog.
Mint
chocolate chip.
Stop.
Yes, sir.
Ugh. Mine
Yes,
is
sir. Don't you? Oh, me. I don't need no peanut gallery in here.
Mine is Snickers. I like Snickers ice
Yeah.
cream. I like
Okay.
the Snickers
Mint
ice cream
chocolate
bars.
chip.
That's
so
my
you
favorite,
like
dude.
what are those York peppermint patties too?
No.
Then no.
but I'm not a
Ooh.
big fan of your peppermint patties. But here's the thing.
I don't like peppermint.
I
at
like
all.
the real mint
Yeah.
chocolate chip. Like you can't have that fake junk.
the stuff that's
What is-
not dyed green. You mean?
Correct. Like
it's still white ice cream.
It's like a I don't mind the
but it's got
the
real
green,
mint.
but it's
in
got
it.
a real
Yeah.
mint. It's not got the like syrup green.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't got no time for all that.
What is raspberry cow tracks that Kimber Grace just popped
Oh,
up on?
by the way, raspberry cow tracks. I like freaking
Hold
moose
on.
tracks.
Hold on. Raspberry cow track sounds like something that happens in the pasture when a cow's having issues. Like
Raspberry.
I've never had raspberry cow track.
Are you blowing strawberries on their belly?
Barry's cow tipping and then giving them strawberries to wake them up.
Oh, here we
Listen,
go.
you know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to have an episode where we finally get Barry on the show. as
Yeah,
our sponsor.
that'd be great.
And it's gonna have to be ice cream tasting. We're gonna have to get raspberry cow track.
Just go buy one of
peanut butter
everything at the
cookies.
Winn-Dixie.
Huh? Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, blowing out your wazoo.
All right, so it's
It is literally like vanilla ice cream with raspberry, and then the Reese's cup filled with
Oh,
raspberry.
he's defending this. I would mess with that.
That's
oh,
a
no,
whole
I'm
lot
good.
of raspberry, dog.
All right,
That's
so
a lot of
we
raspberry.
gotta plan an episode where Barry comes up.
Yeah.
And you're gonna bring some of that, and we're gonna do ice
Oh,
cream
you could do like
tasting.
have you seen the video of the guy for Ben and Jerry's that tastes the?
No, I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen that video?
I wish you were on
I
camera
wish I
right
could
now.
embed that in the film. Oh man, it's
Okay,
so good.
the sound that you just heard, how you envisioned it,
It's
is
exactly
exactly
how-
how his facial expressions were. What you just heard
Oh, yeah.
was exactly how he was looking,
Oh,
for sure.
and then the Zephyr. He said, "A sound brought to you by Zephyr
gulp,
Hills."
gulp.
Never even clicked to mute myself. My
Well,
apologies.
It was like you didn't just hear the gulp. You heard the water
Yeah.
going down. Barry's all in, so we got to schedule it.
Okay, let's do it.
What's funny is while I was chugging that, like your sound was changing in my ear, and I was like, "That's weird. Your microphone must be moving." But it was
And
just
I
my.
was looking at
Yeah.
you. Yeah. What in the world? All right, so I like this because I don't have much for popcorn this week because there's really not much that happened.
Dude, we got the World Cup coming up though.
We do. Did you see Tristan? Is Tristan in there? He was looking up tickets because he wants to go, and I'm like, there's no.
Dude,
way,
I'd love it's
the tickets are like $2.2 million.
for what? Like
No, for like random tickets. They have been bought by all these scalpers, and they're.
Oh yeah, they're reselling the crap out of it, man.
Oh
it's
my gosh! I'm gonna watch it. I love
even
it.
like, aren't they doing?
Oh.
Are they doing preliminaries at Raymond James or
I
no?
believe so.
dude, I get it. If we could, I'd love to go. But here's the thing, dude. I'm when the World Cup hits, bro.
Hey, we
they-
had somebody like our live on TikTok. Thank you.
Hey, share it, please. So anyway, dude, at Sam's Club or Costco, one of the two. I can't remember. I know it was at Costco. Dude, they have men's World Cup 2026 jerseys and soccer polos. There, I got two.
Do they have Captain America's jersey?
No.
No,
Sorry.
you know who that is, right?
Who?
I just forgot his name. I thought you knew. Number 10 on Team USA.
Don't-
Jack Hughes.
Oh, Pulisic?
Yeah, Pulisic.
Pulisic?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
you're talking
Captain
about
America.
hockey. Sorry, we're off that.
No,
sport.
we're talking about soccer.
He says, what is that? Is that Morange 706?
They don't want anyone else to have fun.
Yeah, they
just
want all the money. Yeah, you're right.
Here, yeah, it's true.
That's pretty accurate. It drives me insane because Tristan would definitely like
That's
to
it.
go.
I just googled it. Face value started at $60 and went to like 300 for like down low.
Yeah,
And now,
it's crazy.
and now they're reselling them like crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Have you ever been to a Rowdies game?
Oh yeah, we go to the rally game all the time.
That
We
was
enjoy
fun.
it.
We went a couple years ago. That's a weird stadium, though.
But it's beautiful.
Was
it
it
overlooks
built
the
to
water.
be?
Yeah.
Was
No,
it
it
built
was a
to be?
baseball
That's
stadium.
why it
Yeah,
looks weird.
But
okay.
dude, it overlooks the harbor
Yep.
down. Oh my gosh, it's
I know
so nice.
During the Firestone Grand Prix, it is a funnel for people walking to try and get from one side to the other.
Oh yeah.
It is because they don't open it; they keep it locked. So you have to walk between the track and like the stadium on the side, and it's like as wide as this room we're in right now, and you just have thousands of people going both directions.
It is just like the Pokemon cards. That's gotten out of hand too, where all these guys are going to Target and they're like, I forget what it was, but we were going to Target a couple months ago, and it was like 7:00 at night, and there was just a line at like Black Friday line of people outside of Target.
For Pokemon cards?
Yeah, and I was like, what is going on,
Bro, can we just shout out for just a second, dude? This is the first time we've actually had interaction live on TikTok.
Except for Tyson, my buddy
That's right.
Tyson.
That's right.
But, yeah,
But I'm saying like somebody that we haven't known.
unless I know this person too, and I just don't realize it. But
I
yeah,
saw
you're
there was.
right.
You're
There was
exactly right. The
Aren't there
Pokemon cards are crazy.
WWE trading cards that are like
Yes,
super
yeah.
popular right now too?
But what they're talking about is like I said, we were going to Target for just a random, like we were going to get some stuff, and there was like a Black Friday line outside of Target, and I'm like, what is going on? And I said, I bet you this is a Pokemon. They're getting a new shipment, and we asked, and that's exactly what it was. They were waiting on the new shipment.
Dude, but those cards are going for crazy amounts of money.
Well, you saw Jake Paul.
One of
No,
the
Jake
Pauls.
Paul, wasn't it?
Jake Paul in
Yeah.
WWE.
Yeah.
He used to come out wearing one, and then he sold it
Millions.
for like millions of dollars of
No.
Pokemon cards.
What was it? Logan? No, Logan Paul. Logan Paul is WWE. Jake.
So
Jake is
it was,
the
it was Logan.
box
Logan
one.
Paul sold it for like
Yeah.
Millions.
several $1 million. It was crazy. Magic the Gathering.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yes, he does have all the
Yeah.
first generation Charizard.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah,
Dude,
I didn't know there
I'm
were.
not even into Pokemon. I get this conversation.
And I didn't realize there was. I just saw this the other night. It was some guy was. It popped up on my TikTok feed, but he was talking to DeSantis about the. Apparently, his kids are into either the new Pokemon cards or new cards of some sort. But he was talking about the WWE cards are like issuing like giant bundle packages that are like
That's
$300 for a bundle package. But people film themselves on Twitch opening them, and that's where they.
So I've got a customer out in Brandon that one of his lead techs has a tool cart, and it has the TV built into it.
Yeah.
And he follows these folks on TikTok and Instagram where they do like unboxing, and they'll pull out a random. It could be any kind of sports card: football, baseball, basketball, and they could be worth anywhere between $20,000 and $20,000, and they just auction them live. They're like,
Dude,
"All
that's
right, we
crazy.
got this card. Take your bid." And he's like, man, I buy all kinds of cards and resell them. It's just crazy. extra points. Anybody watching, if you know what did what did it say? Funny that people go and watch. Just make try to stop the people that stay. Yeah. Yep. If you can tell me, and it can't be the two of you, what this hat represents, what paperclip is, bonus points for you. It's one of my favorite hats right now. It's one of my go-tos. I really like it. I picked it up a couple weeks ago, and
It does fit your head well too.
Thanks.
It is a good fitting hat.
It's a good fitting hat. And if you know what paperclip is, just put it in the chat and let me know. All right, so in the nature of favorites, let's keep going with this because I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Favorite potato chip.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dang.
All right, thank you for being honest. He has no clue. Is that it?
Would you consider Andy's hot fries a potato chip or no?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll go with hot fries.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Hot fries?
Yep.
What you got?
Whoo, favorite chips.
Yep.
Man, I like all kind of chips.
Mm-hmm. But what's
You're saying that like a Southern belle. You're like chips. I need some chips.
Chips.
The whole shebang. Mary says the whole shebang.
All right, what my favorite chips?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. There's one thing I have not mastered in life, and that's reading people's minds.
Yeah, well, you gotta get there.
I will one day.
I don't know. I keep thinking about that one.
I have two.
Okay.
Nope, can't have two.
Cheeto Puffs.
Dang, you went like kindergarten.
Super
Cheeto
vanilla.
Puffs.
That fits with your ice cream too.
And baked barbecue Lays are my
Dude,
two
those are
favorite chips.
good. Dude, I tell you what.
And a close second are
right.
Sun Chips, French onion Sun Chips.
Dude, kettle cooked jalapeno chips.
Ooh, all right. No, I'm in. Yeah.
I'd
put that in my top 5
dude,
for sure.
Kettle cooked is where it's at. Okay.
We got
We're just going. Okay, we're gonna keep going.
Fun.
We're having a good time. All right.
Before you do that, real quick, I also like
I was on a roll.
pork rinds and hell of a good dip.
Ooh,
Dip.
I freaking love
Like the
pork
French
rinds.
onion ones?
Woo!
Like the French onion dip?
Yes.
Ooh.
Well, I like the
With-
ranch though.
But ranch
Okay.
is good, but hell of a good dip with the Cajun pork rinds.
Like the hot ones.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes,
Ooh.
100%.
That is fire.
Okay,
And it's low fat.
here we go. Popcorn,
All right, hit me.
butter, or kettle?
Butter.
Kettle corn.
Nope.
Kettle corn all
Butter.
day long.
Yeah.
Butter.
Dude, when I go
Movie theater butter. I want it dripping so
Ugh,
much it
I
shrinks.
just
I gotta
don't
eat it
like
with a
buttered
spoon.
popcorn, dude.
Oh,
My mom
yeah.
likes kettle chips.
kettle chip, okay, all right.
Morange.
Morris, what do you got,
What
dude?
you got? Your favorite chip?
Come on. And we wonder why you were.
Ain't nobody wondering why that. Yeah.
There's
nope.
no wondering.
Oh, you were before. Oh, he's talking about you. Okay. I'm still heavy.
Oh, that's
Hey,
great.
Jay, dude. Oh my gosh.
I'll tell you, I've been digging. Shara hates it because the butter smells a little bit when it's cooking, but popcorn is my go-to
Thank
snack
you.
right now. Yeah, because I'm I've changed my diet, so I don't eat all the fat cakes.
Barbecue chips. All right.
I love it.
Cool.
I love it. So popcorn has been my go-to. Like
Yeah.
that's just my favorite snack right now. And Orville Redenbacher
Yeah.
has a extreme butter, and oh my gosh, is that popcorn like it's smaller. It's hard to explain.
Orville Redenbacher.
Yeah, you should sponsor us too.
I feel you.
But anyways, it's really good popcorn, and it pop. You can hear it. It sounds like it's exploding in the microwave because it.
But dude,
pops so well.
their kettle corn is the same way.
I
Like it's
love-
legit.
Listen,
Why is it that real corn, when you eat
Mama
it,
say a favorite candy.
We'll get there.
Go ahead.
why is it that real corn does not change composition from the time you eat it to the time it leaves you, but popcorn does? It's both corn.
I wish I knew.
I
can't
wish
help
That's
you
why
with that one.
I can't trust regular corn.
That's it. It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Here's another question: why do they call corn on the cob, and corn off the cob just corn? If you cut my arm off, you wouldn't call it Jeremy and then put it back on and say Jeremy all together. It should be the opposite, right? It should just be corn
What?
and then corn off the cob.
No.
This goes back to the whole soup in a bowl conversation.
Brother,
you know?
yes.
It's corn on the cob.
That's just corn.
Nah, bro.
It's corn.
The corn is what's on the cob, dog.
It's just corn.
It's corn on the
It's
cob.
a stalk of.
Corn,
It's not a stalk of corn cobs.
right?
It's just a
It's
stalk
valid.
of corn.
What about creamed corn? Is there any room in this conversation for creamed corn?
No.
Okay.
Nasty. It should just be corn.
Corn.
And corn.
Well, what
the
about
cob.
candy corn, dog?
That deserves to be poured over the city of Philadelphia by the ton, along with freaking Peeps. Both of
I
them.
freaking hate Peeps.
Thank you.
That and malt balls.
Listen, speaking of that, have you ever noticed that candy corn and the pumpkin version taste completely different? Because the pumpkin have marshmallow in them. Did you know that?
I don't eat them.
So the,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
pumpkin kind, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that looks like the
they
white,
look like
orange,
candy corn.
yellow.
Yeah, they look just like candy corn.
Okay.
But they taste because they're mellow. So those are made with marshmallows. Candy corn are made with Satan's rear end.
What's wrong with you?
Would it surprise you too?
Lisa, what's up?
What's up?
It's a good thing you joined tonight because you're
Just
responsible for tonight.
Yeah.
Would it surprise either one of you if I told you that I used to think candy corn was 3 different flavors because of the colors?
It would not surprise me at all.
Do you want to know something?
It's not.
I could understand why you feel that way.
Can I tell you something that's just as funny as that? So you guys know who Olivia Newton-John is, right?
Yeah.
The actress and singer that was in Grease.
Mm-hmm.
Summer loving had me up at last.
Whatever it is. Summer loving happened so fast.
Go ahead.
So my grandmother, up until like the 90s, thought that Olivia Newton-John was 3 people and that they were a band.
Nuh-uh.
Olivia, Newt, and John. No lie.
This ain't the Beatles.
She thought that Olivia Newton-John was 3 people.
Okay.
Olivia, Newt, and John. So Mom said favorite candy.
Ooh.
Hold up.
AJ said candy corn.
No, I did not. Absolutely not.
Was it Morange 706? He
Yeah.
said, if you got a Kroger's popcorn is good.
No.
He also
Ooh.
said, "Yep, I like them. They're better. I like the
Oh,
if you
peanuts.
with peanuts. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like
That's a
candy.
good-
Yeah.
So we do movie salads in this house, and what that is you pop popcorn
Okay.
and then you mix your favorite potato chip in it.
Interesting.
And then sometimes they put M&Ms
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Do y'all ever remember this? This is really gonna show my age. Gonna show our age. Do y'all ever remember some things called?
Speaking of age,
Oh,
happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to you. Happy
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday, wrong button. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
He said I hit the wrong button.
Green meant go, and the green apparently was sad trombone. I'm
Happy
sorry.
birthday,
That's funny.
bro. Would you turn
Thanks.
42?
42.
Are we sure? Because last time
Yeah,
we
it was
had
43.
this discussion, you were 43.
Bucky's popcorn, yes, Lisa.
Dude, Bucky's
yes.
popcorn all day long.
Bucky's anything. Sam,
dude,
hand me
but
that
here's the
Bucky's
deal.
bag of peanuts.
But hold on
right
a second.
there.
But it's called something else. Bucky Nuggets, right?
Beaver nuggets,
Beaver
dog.
Nuggets, dog. That's
Beaver.
right. The Beeve Nugs.
Bucky Nuggets. Look, we have Bucky's
There we go.
sweet
Shout out Bucky's.
coated peanuts.
Thank you very much.
42, and your wife
42.
is 41.
One. That's correct. 41.
And you've
yeah.
been married for 62 years.
And so, okay, pull that back up.
Yeah.
Pull that back up. I'm gonna do a shameless plug.
Yes.
So that actually is the album artwork of a song that's out called "Look at What You Started."
Look at
So
what you started.
can actually
on Spotify. Look
Oh,
at this.
let's go! Yeah, on Spotify. It's actually everywhere. It's on
You know
Spotify.
who you look like in that picture?
Daughtry.
Peter Furler.
Peter for oh
You
my
do.
gosh. Okay.
You look like the
all good.
original lead
But
singer
yeah,
of the
you go check it out. It's
Beatles.
called "Look at What You Started," and then there's some other songs I have on there.
So what were you going to say where you say you're going to show your age?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. So there was this. It was kind of like Chex Mix, but it wasn't.
Uh-huh.
It was called Doodads.
I have
Doodads.
no idea
Do
what
you-
I
do
don't
you
know what
remember
a doodad
Doodads?
is.
I do remember.
Do not.
Oh,
Doodads.
Doodads. That was the best like mix ever.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even explain to you the taste.
Now they have what? Pirate booty or whatever. it is?
Pirates booty.
That's so.
Jake and the Neverland Pirates and me.
That was
Dude.
Tristan's favorite.
Dude, that was Kyson. I mean, yeah. Kyson's, yeah.
Tristan loved.
trying to figure out if it was
Jake and the
Kyson's or
Neverland
Case.
Pirates.
All right, back on track.
Okay, back on
Favorite
track.
candy.
Favorite candy.
Matt, you first.
The Fifth Avenue candy bar.
Oh,
The
okay.
Fifth Avenue candy bar.
You could have given me 20 guesses.
And I would have guessed that never.
Really?
Fifth. What
That is my favorite.
What is that like the crispy chocolate?
Is it delivered by a Chrysler? Hence Chrysler Fifth Ave,
Yeah,
huh?
right.
What is a Fifth Avenue bar?
So
describe it.
Jess always says it's kind of like a Butterfinger, but it tastes nothing like a Butterfinger. It's better than a Butterfinger, but it's got that consistency.
But is it basically a Butterfinger, just better?
No, it's You know what? I will go get one from Cracker Barrel, and I will break.
Oh,
Because
you
Cracker
can't
Barrel's
even
only
get
one.
one from the Circle K.
Nah,
You gotta
dude,
go
you
to
can't.
Cracker Barrel.
You got to go to Cracker Barrel, dog. And they sell the big ones.
Nico?
Chico stick. Oh,
Chico
Necco
stick.
wafers.
Orange said Nico.
Yeah,
and
Necco wafers. The
Ne-
little hard,
Necco.
yeah, like hardtack.
Oh,
yeah.
I know what those
Oh,
are.
okay.
That you usually put those on top of a coffee, right?
Either that or I think you get those also at the Cracker Barrel.
Uh-huh.
Can you get them at Cracker Barrel?
That's something my grandma would have bought. No offense to you, Morange. I'm sure.
And a Chico stick, yeah.
Chico stick.
Lemon drops
Lemon
and
drops?
Tootsie Rolls.
Okay.
Kimber Grace will wait for yours.
about-
What
what
do you got?
Dude, you
Me?
want to know? Hey, you want to
All
know
right,
the song
here we
that
go.
just came to mind?
Huh.
What song?
Candy coated raindrops.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so
we are
funny. And
old.
Tootsie, oh, dude, the Tootsie Roll. Cotton candy, sweet and gold. Let me see that Tootsie Roll. That Tootsie
Yeah.
Roll. It's sweet and low, by the way.
All right, I'm gonna set the
it's
scene
all
as to
good.
why this is my favorite candy.
All right, what's that?
5 years old, grandparents are taking me to church, Baptist church in Homeland, Florida. We're walking
Pop
out.
Rocks.
Pop Rocks.
The pastor sees the kid coming. That's me, and he holds out his hand. He's an old man shaking his hand.
Tic
And there's
Tacs.
either Werther's Originals
Oh, come
or
on.
those little strawberry-filled, the ones in a strawberry wrapper.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The strawberry wrapper candy.
Dude,
That
that's
is-
old school
Nobody knows where
candy
they
there,
come
dude.
from. Nobody knows where you buy them.
Your grandmother usually has them.
Your grandma usually has them, or your church pastor.
Dude, do you remember the Mary Janes?
I don't like caramel, so that's
Yeah, no.
it's too.
My
Well, wait a minute. Werther's Original was caramel.
I don't like Werther's Originals.
Oh, okay.
I like the
All right.
strawberry, the little strawberry
Little strawberry
candies.
candy?
Yeah.
My favorite candy is, without a doubt, a Snickers bar.
Well, that makes sense because that's your ice cream that you
Yeah,
like.
I love Snickers bars.
I like a good milk dud too, though.
Where's Three Musketeers rank in your candy bar rankings?
I like
Three Musketeers?
Milky Ways instead of Three Musketeers.
I like Three Musketeers more than Milky Way.
I also like Nerds. Nerds are good.
Ooh,
Nerds.
I wouldn't have thought that.
Have you had the gummy Nerds? They're right there on my counter. Those are good.
Okay.
So it's got like a gummy center, and then they
Yeah.
stick Nerds to it. It's like a little
Oh,
ball.
all right.
Yeah, they're pretty good. You know the best, and again, I go back to when I was 85 pounds heavier. Yes, that is my loss at this time.
85 pounds, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mounds.
Mounds. Oh, yes!
Mounds.
What?
Let's go,
Bro.
What in
All right,
the
I'm gonna
Also available only at your local Cracker Barrel.
No,
No.
Almond Joy, dude.
Almond Joy.
Almond Joy.
Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't because sometimes you feel
Like a nut.
Sometimes you don't. Yeah.
Come on.
So,
Yes.
Is that a commercial?
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh my
It was a Mounds and Almond.
That's
They're
it.
both made by Mars.
I
That's
can
so
officially
funny.
tell that both of you are at least 5 years older than me.
I think we're 7 and 8 years older than you.
least
Is he, how old are you, AJ?
36.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
6
Yeah.
and 7 years. So
Hey,
hey, what?
6 and 7.
The strawberry
6
field.
and 7.
6, 7. Good lord. So
Hey.
Barry and I. So I don't know if I told this story. So Barry has an older brother. Won't say his name because I don't have his permission. But when we were in middle school, his brother was in high school. We were like 7th graders or 6th graders, and his brother was a freshman. Okay, I've repented from this. But his brother would go to the local Party City where we lived, and he would 5-finger discount a bunch of candy.
Oh my gosh.
And he would give Barry and I backpacks to take to our middle school, and we would sell
You sell them junks.
at school. Okay, the Candyman. Yep.
The
So,
Candyman can.
There were 2 things that are funny about this story. Number 1, Barry's brother was a very early entrepreneur. Here's why. We had to sell every day that entire backpack of candy, or the money that we did make, whatever we had left, we had to pay him for not selling. So if we made $30, but we had $10 worth of candy left, we made $20 because we had to pay him for the unsold merchandise, which means we would eat the merchandise if we couldn't sell it because he hadn't figured out how to do the math. He just would say, you had 5 pieces of candy, that's $2 a piece, that's $10. So we probably ate enough mounds to become a mound. The other piece was we sold so much candy in our middle school that we got called into the principal's office and asked what we were selling because remember how when we were in school, like the different clubs would do they'd have bags of chips and they would sell it throughout the day. none of the fundraisers in school could make money because we were selling everything. And so the principal told us, you can no longer sell at this middle school. And we still black market sold everything.
That's so funny.
We would take orders, and then we would meet in the bus circle, and we would sell everything out in the bus circle, and they still couldn't figure it out. But yeah, we apparently monopolized all of the school fundraising items because we were selling them all there.
And this is where Romans chapter 8 comes into play.
There we go. Perfect segue.
It's a great segue for that. You ball of sin, you.
I know.
Holy cow.
Barry's also the reason why after 4th grade I didn't wear shorts. You got to remember, back when we were kids, you didn't wear the shorts the kids are wearing now where they're like mid-thigh. You had to wear shorts down to like mid-calf, and you sagged and you wore.
Yeah, those are called capris.
Yeah, well,
those are called knickers.
I guess you wore capris. I was a nerd, like the biggest nerd, and there is no knock on nerds because I'm a nerd now. But my fashion designer, Mr. Barry, was like, "I'm gonna loan you." Those are called butt shorts, yeah. Barry's like, I'm gonna loan you some clothes. I remember the look on my father's face the first time I came home in a pair of Barry's shorts and shirts. First of all, Barry is about 2 inches taller than I am, and Barry is he's not fat. He's a bigger guy than me, just broader shoulders. And so I looked like I was wearing a trash bag. And somebody who's big, I literally brought him clothes and said, "You need to change, please." Yep.
Were those like Jinko jeans or
we wore Jinkos?
Jinkos.
We wore Jinkos,
which are now back in style.
Yep. He taught me how to sag. If you remember what sagging was,
man, if they could bring back the zipper long pants to the short pants thing, that would be cool.
We had those, the tearaway pants.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
There was nothing worse than having tearaway pants in PE class when somebody ripped them jokers right off of them.
There was also, never mind,
terrible.
I won't say anything. What are the parachute pants when you just rip them off? Yeah, the tearaway pants. Yeah, that's what they were.
It snaps down the side.
Snaps all the way down the side.
I got my fashion design. I'll have to get the picture next week and I'll show it. There is a picture of Barry and I from when we were in high school, and we're both wearing Buccaneers jerseys and baggy jeans, and we're both in the picture like this. And we thought we were gangster at the top of the list.
Funny.
That's the same year that we dressed up as the No Limit Soldiers for Halloween.
Are you kidding me?
We were Master P and Mystical and Magic and all these other characters. And
do those pictures exist?
No, but here I'll give you what our costume was. We bought white T-shirts and wrote No Limit Soldiers in magic marker, and then wrote our character on the back. We spray dyed our hair crazy colors. We got fake plastic cigars, and then we got these plastic white fedora hats, like gangster hats, and then we rolled one pant leg up like we were thugs, and we walked around the neighborhood like the No Limit Soldiers. That was our costume. What did Barry say? Do you remember when I had the giant No Limit tank as my charm? Yes. Barry had a tank that was about as big as Flava Flav's clock, and it was No Limit Soldiers. Barry's first car was a baby blue Fleetwood Brougham Cadillac. That had
Brougham.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That had two.
This all lines up so well. Now it's like putting so many pieces together in my mind.
Yep. So we thought we were like the bee's knees of gangsters, and we were the white of whites. We were not gangsters.
How do you swing through a Checkers drive-through in a Brougham?
You don't. You sideswipe the car in the parking lot the first day you have a license and run. That's a true story as well. If the person who had a maroon Saturn in about 1999 and Checkers in Largo would like to press charges, it wasn't us. Yeah, see, he admits it. He did that.
Hey, thanks for the like.
That's Jesse. So, anyways.
Okay.
So, Lisa, you asked a few weeks back, and last week again, if we could talk about Romans 8.
Oh, that's a Rocket 350, too. Wow. Oh, yeah.
Skylark.
Yeah, that was your first car, Lisa? All right, let's do that real quick. What was your first car?
Mine?
Yeah.
An 87 S10 pickup truck.
Oh.
Yeah, that tracks. Yours?
1988 Ford F-150.
Okay. 96 Dodge Neon that was purple.
Did you put a third tank of jet fuel and an
A
aftermarket
third of
oil
a tank
filter?
of jet fuel. I put my high performance aftermarket oil filter and my Pennzoil up in there, full synthetic.
I ain't gonna lie, I lowered that junk down to the rims, bro.
Yeah, my first car was a '96 Dodge Neon with a blown head gasket. I was putting 2 quarts of oil.
I'm
a
digging
day.
I get
Lisa's.
it, dude.
I'm digging Lisa's Buick Skylark. All right, a '77 Buick is just
That's a tank.
Oh, that's
Lisa,
nice.
if you have a picture of this Skylark, you should put it in the Patreon chat so we can see it later. We'd love
Did
to
it have
see
did it have the Buick, the spoke hubcaps, the spoke wheels?
it. You
Oh,
it
you
did.
know it
Or
had
did
to.
I don't know if a Skylark did or not. I think that might have been a Rivy
Did
would
it
have
have
had
the
that.
curb feelers on it?
I am in. A Buick a Rocket 350. That was the best thing when my first job. They'd come in with a starter and go, "It's a 350. They're all the same."
You remember the big Monte Carlos back in the big Monte Carlos?
You know what my
mom
Training day Monte Carlos.
Yeah, my mom and dad had a burgundy
King
maroon.
Kong. My dad's first car was a Dodge Dart with the slant with the
Ooh.
straight six.
Reminds me of that commercial.
my
Don't touch
dad
don't touch my
was-
dart.
My dad's was a purple Challenger.
Purple Challenger.
Yeah, dude.
My
Yep.
mom's first car was the Flintstone car with the.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
kidding.
That's all good.
Just kidding. $300. Sold it for
Oh,
$500.
now you're sounding like my dad. Who,
made
if I had all the
$200.
cars that I bought and sold for $50, son, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, or that he did
Not-
other things
oh,
with.
That was later. That was later. That was later.
All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about Romans 8.
Yes.
The whole chapter. And we've got some good stuff, right? And so what is Romans 8?
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's how I want to start this off.
You tell
Because
us.
the first verse,
Yeah.
okay? It says, there is therefore. Okay, anytime you see therefore in the scripture, you have to go back to see what it's there for.
Yep.
Okay, so when you're going back to Romans chapter 7, you start to see that Paul is referring to a battle that's going on. I'm just going to give you a little synopsis, but there's a battle going on between the flesh and the spirit. And if you go just even from verse 7 in chapter 7, it says, what shall we say then? Is the law sin? Certainly not. On the contrary, I would not have known sin except through the law. So what he's stating here is this. God gave Moses the law, gave him the 10 commandments. Because we had those 10 commandments, we have a standard of what is right and wrong. We now see truth evident in the fact that God had given us truth. So when we have that truth, we can only establish anything else by that standard.
That's right.
And so by the law is the knowledge of sin. If I did not have the law, I would not know that I'm sinning. And because the law has given me the standard of what is right and wrong, I now know that that which is contrary to the word is now sin.
That's good.
And so my flesh is going to do only what it knows how to do, which is what?
Sin.
Sin.
Yep.
It's going to do whatever I want it to do. I want it to be about me. I want it to be about selfishness. I want it to be about fill in the blank. And I know that it's wrong because I know what's right.
That's right.
And so Paul then in Romans chapter 7 is saying the things that I desire to do, those are the things that I'm not doing. And the things that I don't want to do, that I do. Because my flesh is doing something that is contrary to what the Spirit is wanting me to do. There's a constant battle supernaturally going on inside of you, inside of me. And because of the law, we know what's right and wrong. So how do we overcome the law? How do we overcome sin? How do we do the things that are right when all that we do is wrong? Well, we talked about that the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ did for us what we could not do for ourselves.
So good.
He became sin who knew no sin, that we could become the righteousness of God.
That's good.
And so I'm giving you that broad synopsis of chapter 7 so that we can then read verse 1 of chapter 8, which it says, there is therefore now no condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus, who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. We're going to go through a few things in this tonight. But here's what I want you to know. Therefore, there is no longer any condemnation. Jeremy, we were talking about the difference between condemnation and conviction. Condemnation and conviction. And I think...
Yeah, we've got a video.
We got a video, and it's Pastor...
I just forgot his name.
28 from 2819 Church. Yeah. What's his name?
I'm totally look it up right now because we're going to give him credit.
Yeah, we're going to definitely give him credit.
Let's see.
Oh, my gosh.
I know. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm going to get it right here.
It's all good. We're getting there. Bear with us.
Philip Anthony.
Yeah,
Mitchell.
Phil. There we go.
Yeah. So we got a video.
So
for you. Check this out.
Yeah, check it out.
I want to encourage some of you who are younger believers. Sometimes you feel conviction, you confuse that with condemnation. There is no condemnation in Christ, but there is conviction in Christ. Hear me. And every time you feel convicted by the Holy Spirit, watch this. That is a sign that God is being, watch this, a father to you.
Okay, pause that right there. Pause that. If we can.
That God is, watch this word.
We may not be able to. It's okay.
It is a loving father that disciplines his children. Hebrews chapter 12. I'm just quoting the scriptures to you. So whenever you feel convicted, that is a sign, hear me, that your heart is in a good place.
Yes,
that your heart is palatable towards God. That your heart is sensitive to God. A more dangerous place to be in is when you can sin and go to sleep.
Ooh.
When you can do people wrong and it don't bother you. When you can do evil and be at peace. If you can sin and go to sleep, you are in a dangerous place.
That's right.
If you can sin and it not bother you, you're in a dangerous place. But I am thankful that the Lord loves me so much, he takes the time to punch me in my soul when I do wrong.
That's so
Is
good.
there anybody else in this building today that is thankful that the Lord loves you so much, he'll punch you in your soul when you do wrong? Go back and apologize. Say I'm sorry to that person. Go make it right with your husband. Go tell the child you barked on unnecessarily. You know, mom and dad, we're sorry. Mom and dad is frustrated. Mom and dad is going through. Like, children don't deserve that honor. It is a blessing from God when you feel conviction from the Holy Spirit. I want to encourage some of you.
So good. So, there's so much we can unpack just with that.
Just that video, yeah.
Yeah, just that bit. But here's what I want you to understand, and then Jeremy, dive into some things.
Yeah.
But I want to help give you an understanding of the Greek word here for condemnation. Okay? Condemnation. It is, and I'm going to probably butcher this, so forgive me. It's all good.
Hang on.
Spell it.
Can you spell condemnation?
Condemnation?
Yeah.
C-O-N, D-E-M-N-A-T-I-O-N.
Perfect.
Condemnation. All right, so here's the deal. The Greek word here is katakrino. It's actually, well, that's the root word of that word, but it's in this particular the way it's used, it's actually katakrima, which means this. It means to, let me go back down. I wish I had the other one. But it means this. It says by to condemn or to give judgment against, to judge worthy of punishment. That's condemnation, okay? But this is the one I want you to really kind of understand here. The condemnation here is this: by one's good example to renders another wickedness the more evident. Okay? So by one's good example. Who's the example that we have that is completely perfect? Jesus.
Yep.
Okay? He is our standard. That's the standard. And we fall short of that standard. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God.
Yeah.
Jesus is the only one who was perfect in everything that he did. That's why he's known as the sinless, spotless, perfect Lamb of God. Okay? So because of that example, we know who we are.
That's right.
Because we are not that.
Yep.
So by that, so what is he stating here in verse 1? He's saying, therefore, now there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. Please ask me why there's no longer any condemnation.
Why is there no longer any
So glad you
condemnation?
asked. I'll tell you why.
I'm glad you allowed me to ask.
Because the righteousness that has been imputed on us, meaning that the atonement of the blood of Christ, the payment for our sin placed upon Christ, the moment we put our faith and trust in Jesus Christ, his righteousness is then given to us. And God no longer looks at us. He looks at the blood of Jesus upon our life, that he sees Jesus and not us.
That's good. Because here's the thing, and I think that where this really starts with no condemnation is, there's so many things that we think about and that we allow our mind to control us when it comes to this.
Correct.
And we think about our past or our mistakes or even other people. Philip Anthony Mitchell talked about, go making it right with your husband or
your child that you barked at,
right? Yeah. The one thing that is holding you back the most and is holding us back isn't all of those voices or past mistakes. It's a voice in your head that's telling you that you're not enough.
Right.
That tries to convince you that there is condemnation, that there is judgment for your mistakes, that there are things that you have to answer for. And that's where I think it was important for us to break down the difference between conviction and condemnation, because a lot of people will like to play the whole don't judge me thing, or, there's no condemnation, so I can do whatever I want. No, that's not how it works, because again, we have an example of what perfect is supposed to look like. And while we're not going to ever achieve that until we get to our glorified state, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't be attempting it.
Correct.
I mean, think about this, right? And I thought about this as you were talking. I wonder, and maybe AJ, you could Google this really quickly. How many people annually register and participate in the Boston Marathon? So think about this. Follow me where I'm going. You know what it takes to win the Boston Marathon, because typically the Ethiopians, and it's not a joke, they usually win, and they usually win pretty hands down, right? Yeah. But it's usually around the same time. Sometimes they break their own record. You got the number?
The total registered / accepted over 30,000.
So 30,000 people register for the Boston Marathon.
33,267 qualifying applications were submitted for the 2026 race. Applicants needed to be 4 minutes and 34 seconds faster than their age and gender standard to gain entry.
So think about this.
Wow.
33,000 people register and participate in the Boston Marathon annually. Okay? The definition of perfection for any marathon is what? Victory, right?
To win it.
To win. First place. Does everybody win?
No.
Or just one person?
One person.
So, but yet there's still 33,000 people that register and participate in it every single year. That would be equivalent to us just going, I can't reach perfection until I'm in my glorified state, so I'm just not even going to try.
Yeah.
No, 33,000 people every year go, hey, look, I'm going to give it the old college try. I know I'm probably not going to reach the definition of perfection for that event, because I'm not going to win. I'm probably not going to even finish in the top 20,000, but I'm going to do it anyways because, number one, I enjoy running, or whatever the reason people do. I have a goal that I want to run a marathon at some point in my life. But I know I'm not going to win it, but that's where that condemnation comes in. The difference is conviction when it comes to that example with the Boston Marathon is conviction would be, hey, you need to study and practice and work out and condition yourself for it. That would be someone like a brother going, hey, man, have you prepared yourself for this marathon? What would I say? Don't judge me. I'm not going to get first place. What does it matter? No. You're convicting me to make sure, look, you still got to prepare. You ain't going to finish.
The difference there is that you're holding me accountable.
Exactly.
You're holding me accountable.
Like he said, God's being a father to you, and he's loving on you, and he's reminding you, like, hey, this is not okay. But what happens is we sin so much, and we don't listen to that conviction, that we become hardened, and our hearts become hardened, and then we become okay with going to bed at night after sinning and not feeling like we need any kind of forgiveness or repentance, or we're okay being evil and hateful and nasty to people, and we have no desire, because we live in a society nowadays that wants to forget about conviction and just focus on that there is no condemnation, and they go with, well, you can't condemn me, you can't judge me, I can do whatever I want because there is no condemnation. Wow, but there is still accountability.
That's exactly right. Now let's switch just for a second to conviction. He said, and most churches or most people are now trying to push you to do such things. Well, here's where I want to get to that whole conviction piece. When you start to really understand what the relationship with Christ looks like and what Christ did for you, and the more you allow Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit to saturate your life, the more you start to become like Christ. And so your heart will start breaking for the things that break God's heart.
Absolutely.
You'll stop wanting to do those things that you used to do that you knew was contrary to the life that God is calling you to live now in your repentance. Hence why John the Baptist said to the Pharisees, produce fruit worthy of your repentance.
Yeah.
Produce fruit worthy of your repentance. Listen, you are not going to be changed overnight. You're going to be saved overnight, but the sanctification or the process of becoming more like Christ is going to happen more over time, and over time that you're spending time in the Word, spending time with God, allowing the Holy Spirit to intercede on your behalf. Here's the thing. When you start to realize, yo, I don't want to do this anymore. And then you do it and your heart breaks, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That is God telling you, hey, child, you're mine. You're mine. That's not what I have saved you to do. And I love what Paul said in Romans. He also said, shall we sin that grace may abound?
Yeah. No.
In other words, because we're under grace, because Jesus did for us only what he could do, should I continue to live in sin after he's already saved me from it?
Absolutely not.
The answer is no.
Yeah.
The answer is no.
But that's become a movement in our world,
Of course.
society today. That, well, we even write songs about it, which is my most annoyed song is "Your Grace Is Enough," because I think it's taken out of context. But we love to throw out the grace piece, right? Oh, I'm under the grace. Okay, well that doesn't mean you gotta get a license to sin.
That's right. That's
Doesn't
exactly
mean that
right.
there's not accountability. But here's something before we dive in, because I want to talk about the flesh versus spirit piece that you touched on. I want to speak to someone because I feel like this point is really speaking to someone watching tonight. It all starts without condemnation. And what that means, layman's terms, is that there is no guilt hanging over your head. What I'm not saying is that you shouldn't feel convicted when you do continue to sin, but you shouldn't feel guilty about your past mistakes that you've already repented for and that you've already moved on from. But I want to say most of us live walking around carrying stuff that God already forgave us for and took away. You think about mistakes that you've made. You think about defining yourself by past failures, and that we always assume that God sees us the way we see us. I've shared with you, and I shared on the podcast that until about 8 years ago, I really thought that God was this gray-haired, mean old angry man that hated me because of my sin. And it wasn't until a pastor truly broke down what this is saying that I truly understood that I was not condemned because I was saved by grace. That didn't give me a license to sin. It gave me a license to be forgiven for my sin and to walk boldly towards that perfection that I will one day gain when I'm in my glorified state. God is not holding your past against you.
That's
so
right.
I want to ask you, why are you holding your past against you?
For he has thrown our sins as far as